Alright, we are back with the proper colors. This time it is again ToD against Protois. ToD is up 1-0 and Protois actually decides to play Orc here on Lost Temple. I mean, yeah, Protois is definitely one of the players who is, you know, more capable with his off race compared to many others. And in case you don't remember, he did beat Ciara in an Orc Mirror on Lost Temple during the group stage. So let's see what he's going to be capable of doing against ToD here with Orc. And you know, just a side note, there's also a pass cast, I think, between Protois and a top Night Death player. I think Hot. I'm not quite sure though. I think Hot though, where he played human here on Lost Temple and ended up losing in a pretty long game against Hot, in which I think Hot was at a point down to like 2 buildings or so, but was able to hold. Well, anyways, we see ToD going for the IEM again for a standard build, as always, having the scout farm here up front. Protois going for the Blade Master, gonna get his second burrow right now, so he's gonna go for a regular build as well. I'm expecting him to skip the shop for now to get his tech, you know, into production a little bit more quickly, since he's going to use the heal fountain for healing early on anyways. ToD, of course, getting somewhat lucky here with the cross spawn positions, which are going to enable him to creep this one completely freely. And then probably Protois is somewhat likely to start creeping in the middle, go for the items, you know, go for a strong Blade Master, and not put all too much pressure up against the expansion. But maybe I'm wrong, we'll see. And I'm completely wrong. So Protois is starting with the shop here, and he's going to start creeping the natural expansion quite quickly. So we'll see if he's going to decide to go for a somewhat fast expansion, or at least fast, especially for Orc terms as well. I mean, ToD is definitely going to end up expanding here. I have no doubt about that. But yeah, Protois, yeah, going for the fast creeping of the natural as well. He's getting the gloves, and the IEM is getting the circlet. Level 2 on both sides. Well, not quite yet for Protois, but he's gonna get there in just a second. Shop is going to be finished in just a second as well, so the Blade Master is going to have healing available very quickly here. Is not going to be forced to go to the fountain to rely on that one. The peasant actually stays here, but he's hiding it for the time being from the scout of ToD, so ToD is not going to see the peasant coming in immediately. But I guess, you know, he's gonna have a pretty strong idea of what Protois' plan is going to be. Protois is starting to attack in the meantime. ToD is heading towards the middle. Did creep the green camp at first, continues creeping in the middle right now. Town Hall is coming, and Protois not yet expanding. I think he did send the PN back. Yeah, looks like it. Ah, but now it's heading down again. I think he just started harvesting lumber and just didn't micro it since then. So Blade Master and IEM are clashing here for the first time, and ToD is going to have to concede this little battle here, I think, and give the Forest Road Berserker to his opponent. Yeah, the Blade Master picks it up and gets the claws +6, so already looking, you know, somewhat dangerous. IEM is not really close to level 3. He'd like to get that, but yeah, as I said, he's not really close, and it's not so easy with the Orc roaming around here. Blade Master can always make use of the heal fountain. The human units not so much, since Blade Master can always wake up the creeps and then trigger them against the human units. And the expansion by Protois is coming as well. ToD is running for the time being though with his IEM. He doesn't have a staff or anything, so he's not going to be able to get there. But the footman will get there, the water metal is going to get there. And the grunt of Protois actually some good awareness there, scouts a bit, but he's not going to be able to prevent his IEM from getting the boots and probably staff as well. Or is he even... Yeah, he's getting both, boots and staff. He didn't have the gold there for a second, but I think he must have just cancelled something. Both of these footmen are gonna fall, but with the water mantle, he's going to be able to cancel this Great Hall. So paying a bit of a price for that, but definitely worth it. The AM is gonna have to start running here. I don't think it's the greatest idea by Protois to attack that AM. Then again, he has to deal some damage against him to just chase him away. In the meantime, he's trying to save his PN here by, yeah, just cutting a tree, going back into the mine. Is he gonna get out of there? Yes, he is. But the water mantle is still there, and the AM, so yeah, this one is going to fall. And Protois' counter expansion is going to be delayed by a huge lot. Shadowhunter is coming, the water mantle is going to get killed. It's no deny attempt here even by the human, who perhaps saw the next PN moving down here. Beast3 is coming. As I said, Shadowhunter tier 2 tech by ToD just started now, okay. Even though, you know, it was quite clear that Protois had no aggressive opportunities here, as he was the one pressured, as he was creeping in the beginning, as he had to defend his expansion. ToD still, you know, doing it somewhat safely, getting a second tower into production here, and just taking now. And once again, he's going to come in here. Still not level 3 though. But he's going to have another water mantle. I think he's going to be able to cancel that expansion again. Shadowhunter is out now. He's going to come from the top. He's going to have Hex available. And perhaps he's going to be able to force the town portal here of his opponent. But I think for another cancel, probably worth it. Yet again, the AM is running. There should... Okay, now he's out of range. So no more Hex on the AM. The footman might still... okay. Guess not. Well, the footman, we'll see. Perhaps he's gonna get it, but still, as I said, definitely worth it. Guard tower finishing. Guess ToD may have been a little bit afraid of some Wind Riders by his opponent here on tier 2, but that's not going to happen. As we know, there's only one Beast3, and he's investing his resources into getting, you know, that expansion up now finally, and I think, yeah, this time he's probably going to get it. I don't see that AM getting too close to that expansion once again, with the Shadowhunter out, with the Blade Master level 3 roaming around the map, always keeping track of him. That's probably an aspect that could be, you know, become a problem for ToD eventually, having that strong Blade Master to face, already level 3.5. So tier 2 is soon to finish. Let's see if ToD decides to go for a caster army here, or if he's gonna end up going for tier 3.
We're under attack.
Shadowhunter in the meantime creeps as well, so yeah, Protois is really working on his level advantage here. And I don't see ToD being able to do all too much against that, but then again, that's kind of a given in this kind of game. Or, to put it differently, if there was no hero advantage for Protois at this stage of the game, then something would be going seriously wrong for him. Blade Master needs to pay attention here. Footman microed carefully. He is out of mana now. Reveal didn't hit him, but it doesn't matter as he's retreating anyway to probably assist his army in creeping the fountain, where the Shadowhunter is already gonna get level 3. And just now adding the Spirit Lodge. As I said, we'll see. And he's going tier 3, yeah. So he's not going to go for mass casters or anything like that. He's adding a blacksmith and double Griffin Aviary. So yeah, that's what we're gonna see. Expansion, fountain almost crept. And ToD is not going to be able to do anything about that. Somewhat questionable why he went out towards the middle there, where I guess he should be expecting his opponent to be creeping. And yeah, Shadowhunter is gonna reach level 3, as I said. Blade Master picked up the Mana Stone here, so gonna have some additional mana regeneration, gonna have his Windwalk a little bit more quickly here, but he's being seen by the scout farm anyways. But I think what he needs right now is information about his opponent's strategic approach, and he sees tier 3 and he sees 2 Griffin Aviaries, which is already enough. Is there a third one? No, there isn't even the third one, but wow. He saw it and he came in at the perfect time for the last hit, and he steals the Book of the Dead, and this is going to result in a TP, which ToD has to use. No other way to get out of there. So yeah, nice little creep check there by the Orc player, who has his expansion running in the meantime as well. Protois is sitting at 50 supply, breaking up to 51, just as I say it. ToD still banking here. Saved up 1,300 gold already. Protois is seriously just at 51 supply currently. Very strange, adding beastry number 2 and beastry number 3. So we're gonna see him going into heavy Bat Rider production. And we've just seen Pillage finishing. So we're gonna see some pressure here by the Orc player until, you know, there is a large enough number of Griffins to stop him from continuing to pressure. But for the time being, he's going to do just that, gaining some gold here from the Pillage, killing the shop. And yeah, forcing ToD to defend. And he only has 2 towers here, so this damage output is not all too insanely high. Mountain King has been given the boots, as well as a Potion of Invul, Potion of Healing, and Heal Scroll. And now with Militia and a Footman, he's trying to win a bit of time, but trading is going to be extremely difficult here for ToD for the time being. Protois is using his Book of the Dead as well. The first Grunt is in some trouble. The first human units have already fallen, and look at how much damage these Militia are taking. So ToD has to retreat here once again. Paladin is out right now. First Skeletons are being sniped out. But yeah, the first tower is taking a lot of damage by these Skeletons as well. ToD is starting to repair here. The first Griffins are about to spawn though. Kodo Beast has joined the army. First Grunt is finally falling on the side of the Orc, and the Raider is in some trouble as well. Heatwave heals him though for the time being. The Blade Master has plenty of mana thanks to the Mana Stone. Perhaps he should pass that to the Shadow Hunter eventually, who by the way picked up a big Invul potion at the fountain in the middle as well. ToD is doing a bit of blocking here with the Mountain King against the Raider, and he's getting the kill here because the SH, as I said, who should be getting the Mana Stone at this point, doesn't have any more heal waves to work with. Blade Master moved around a little bit strangely. I think he may have ordered to pass the Mana Stone and then cancelled the order again. A Knight is being eaten here, but this Kodo isn't gonna get all too far. He needs to ensnare stuff to get, you know, to win some time for this Kodo to run away, and he's actually getting it away, but at the same time he's attacking his Shadow Hunter here for whatever reason. Okay, dropping the ball there quite a bit. Protois is, and now he's gonna have to perhaps even use the Invul. The Mountain King does not quite have the mana for a bolt yet, but he's gonna get there. Alright, not chasing anymore. So Protois, I'm not really sure what the hell that was. They're attacking his Shadow Hunter with everything. Well, it was a misclick, so but yeah, attacked it there for quite a while, so a little sloppy by him. So yeah, he traded pretty nicely there. He starting Bat Rider production. He's got 6 Bat Riders out already. Number 7 and 8 are in production. First Walker is coming as well. 64 supply for him, 63 for ToD, who's got 2 defense upgrades already, who I guess is going to pick up a Scroll of Protection eventually, and, you know, then seek to trade favorably. Gripping the Paladin solo for the moment, now coming back with the Mountain King as well. Neither of these heroes is going to reach level 2 here. And it looks like Protois has found him here, and the Bat Riders are going to come in to connect here. And let's see, how many kills is he gonna get? 1 Griffin, very nice split by ToD. He's only losing 1 Griffin here, 2 of them dropping very low on hit points, but what a crazy split by ToD. 1 Griffin for 6 Bat Riders. That went as perfect as he could have hoped for, and he's still going to be forced to town pod out of here. Here levels 2-1-1 against a level 4 and 3.5, a bunch of raiders, a bunch of ensnares, and hardly anything left as these 2 low HP Griffins have been staffed here. That was a very nice piece of micro there. Very, very quickly reacted by the human player. So a 3rd defense upgrade finished in the meantime. 69 supply for ToD, 66 again for Protois, who is yeah, quite heavily producing those Bat Riders, of course, and who continues creeping in the meantime. I guess he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna stay tier 2 here. Not gonna see an orb or anything like that. Gonna go for the classic approach here. So, Linehorn of Stormwind picked up here. Guess not really the item he was hoping for. I mean, the armor, the one armor is only gonna make a difference for a few of his units, since the majority is just supposed to suicide anyways. But alright, it looks like ToD is gonna get some space to continue creeping here as well. Night is about to be over, so these creeps will start attacking him. First attack upgrade finished in the meantime as well. Protois with 1,700 gold, but hardly any lumber to get more Bat Riders. He's getting as many as he can. 72 supply currently against 76. And yeah, ToD is finally able to creep up his heroes at least a bit. And Paladin actually with the Devotion Aura second. Very interesting. Of course, having the Griffins benefit from them. I mean, usually a Scroll of Protection is bought on top of things to get some more armor, but using the Paladin's second skill, not for Divine Shield, but for Devotion Aura, quite uncommon, but yeah, in this case, could be working out quite nicely. Some more scouting done by Protois, who finds the Griffins here with his Bat Riders. And as it is daytime, both have a pretty large vision. Range, the Kodo walking into the wrong direction here. Yeah, the Bat Riders staying in touch. 5 Griffins currently. It's like he's getting ready for a fight here. And again, splitting just in time, but the number of Bat Riders is just way too much. 1 Bat Rider remaining, all of the Griffins have fallen. 60 supply for Protois, 56 for ToD, and Protois decides to use the Town Portal here in the middle, and there is no way in hell that ToD can continue fighting here. ToD has to get another expansion into play, and he's trying to do so, but Protois is there with a scout, and Protois is getting another Town Hall into play as well. Bolt onto one of the raiders, but he has to Town Portal out, as the Paladin was focused. Of course, the problem is that he does not have Divine Shield to work with here, so he's a lot more vulnerable to hero focus. In the meantime, the Blade Master has gone up to level 5.5. Shadow Hunter has gone up to almost level 5 after, you know, the 5 Griffins have been taken down here by his Bat Riders, while the human, you know, didn't get any XP for the exploding Bat Riders. And some more towers coming by ToD, who has killed the Scout PN here. And I guess this one is going to be the next battlefield. Orc army is heading towards the bottom. There are only 4 Bat Riders again. And look at the Griffin production of ToD. It looks like perhaps he didn't have all of his Griffins in the previous fight. I'm not quite sure about that, but all of a sudden he's got 7 Griffin Riders again. 68 supply, 70 for Protois, 7 Bat Riders. That's not nearly gonna do it. He's can maybe wait for another round and he's gonna have 10. But is he going to be able to break this here? There are 3 towers probably going to be standing by the time he arrives here for the big attack.
Ready to work. Our gold mine is running low.
Mana Stone finally on the Shadow Hunter. And by the way, he found a pipe of insight here. I didn't pick up on that previously, but I mean, even though he only has the heroes and the 1 walker with mana, still a very, very great item for Protois. He's got an invul and 2 heal scrolls on the Shadow Hunter, a speed scroll on the Blade Master, the big invul on the Blade Master as well. And it looks like we're gonna see another fight here, but 8 Griffin Riders now for ToD. Protois is scouting here. Reveal, well, dust used, but Blade Master was out of range. And ToD is getting into position. Another dust use. This time the Blade Master is in position. Bat Riders are coming in. 2 Griffins have fallen. Getting some more connections. And this time the Griffins are not as well split. But still, the armor, the sheer, well, survivability of these Griffins just seems to be enough currently. Protois blowing up all of his Bat Riders, building up that level advantage. Blade Master is soon to be level 6, but yeah, it still doesn't seem to be enough. ToD is pushing forward, and there's very little for Protois to defend his expansion. Is he actually giving up his expansion? It looks like that's the case. I'm a wee bit surprised about that. Yeah, 5 Griffins in the air is a lot, but he's got great heroes. He's got some ensnares. He's got the possibility, for example, to just focus fire on the Paladin. You know, Hex, Ensnare, A-Click. Yeah, there's an Imbu. Okay, and now he's TPing in. So he's actually defending. I guess he was just regrouping here. Bunch of Bad Riders coming in. Only 1 Griffin has fallen, I think. But a lot of damage dealt. Another Griffin is falling. Kodobeast didn't eat anything. Is being pulled back here. The Walker is falling. But only after casting a bunch of Spirit Link. Actually, only 1 Spirit Link as far as I can see. And he did go to tier 3 in the meantime. He's got the Orb. 1 Griffin is being staffed out here. The MK is kind of in the middle, but not attacked. Protoss is just going for the Griffins here, one by one. In the meantime, the Kodo did actually end up eating Water Metal just to get rid of some of the heavy damage output of... Yeah, that Water Metal. Another one is being spawned right now. As you can see, it's doing a lot of damage to the Kodo Beast here. He's used, Heal Wave used. He's throwing everything out just to keep the Kodo Beast alive. And for the time being, it's working. But yeah, now the Kodo Beast is falling. Shadowhunter is repositioning. The Blade Master is just taking care of 1 Griffin Rider at a time. There's another Holy Light on the Paladin. He's gonna have 1 more soon, but then he's going to be out of mana. Blade Master with a 240 critical strike. In the meantime, he has reached level 6, by the way. Shadowhunter is also getting closer. Then again, I don't really think the Big Bad Voodoo would impact the game all too much here. Shadowhunter is using a mana potion. The Raider is falling nevertheless, when Protois, yeah, ends up losing unit after unit. Somehow, somewhere, he still has 54 supply against 63 still of ToD though. SH has to retreat. MK is out of mana. Shadowhunter still has plenty of mana to work with. Yeah, I guess he used that mana stone. The Blade Master chasing after the Griffin. Guess he could be attacking one of the heroes right now. Hoping for a purge, of course, against that Griffin. But that's not going to happen. The Paladin is not focused here either. So the expansion has been kept alive. Protoss has lost pretty much everything. ToD has lost a lot as well. And we do have a level 6.5 Blade Master and a level 6 Shadowhunter against 3, 2, 3 for ToD. Who, by the way, didn't bring a Town Portal to that fight. Just 2 Invo Potions. Yeah, 3 Griffin Riders. That's of course tough to deal with. 3 more Raiders on the field for Protoss. Getting envenomed spears right now, so it looks like he's changing strategy here. Doesn't feel like trading with the Bad Riders is all too efficient for him anymore at this point, with those upgrades on the Griffin Riders as well as the Devotion Aura. Blade Master just quickly getting rid of the entire gold line here. The mains have run out, and this expansion also only has 1,500 gold left inside of it. So ToD, yeah, I mean, he has another expansion of course, but he has to make something happen at some point, because Protoss' expansion is going to run for an additional 3,000 gold. So yeah, he's going to have superior income at some point. But yeah, ToD is going for the next round of attack. Another protection scroll has been bought. A 3rd Inmo Potion has been bought as well. And still no TP for him. 69 supply against 60 only for Protoss, who does carry a Town Portal again. And look at how many Griffins there are. The Blade Master is running around somewhere on the map. The rest of the army is, well, not really getting into position to defend here. So he just lets the expansion go down. It looks like Protoss really wants to surprise ToD here with his tech switch. And yeah, Griffin Riders are doing not too well against Wind Riders. You know, this is the same old story. The piercing damage is just insanely great against the light armor of the Griffin Riders. But you know, the problem why you can't play them is, of course, that the human simply needs to add Dragonhawk Riders. So I guess the only chance for Protoss is to surprise ToD here in a fight and then break the expansion. But I'm not really sure if the sheer numbers are going to be enough. Well, I guess the odds are that the sheer numbers are not going to be enough. There's 70 supply for ToD of 3 tech Griffins. Keep that in mind against only 1 tech Wind Riders. So it's not like those Wind Riders are going to completely be able to roll over these Griffins with these particular upgrades. But we're gonna see. Protois' final gold mine is being attacked, final running gold mine. The Shredder is dying immediately, and now the Wind Riders are coming in. Protection Scroll is being used, some Spirit Link is being used by Protois, and ToD is trying to stay careful here. But I guess now he realizes that there really isn't more on the field for his opponent anymore. And he's charging forward with the Griffin Riders. As we can see, the first one of them has fallen already. The first Wind Rider is in some trouble as well. The second Griffin Rider is taking a lot of damage. Blade Master and Shadow Hunter really giving it their all. But on the ground, the majority of Orc units has already fallen. Now he's going for the Shadow Hunter, who does carry an Invo Potion and a TP. And he can use the Invo Potion in time. In the meantime, more and more Griffins have fallen. But the majority of Wind Riders is gone already as well, and it's basically only the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter left standing at this point. Shadow Hunter gets stunned, the Blade Master is using his ultimate, another heal wave is coming in just in time to save both the heroes. The MK chasing after the Shadow Hunter, and Protois calls GG before, you know, he can lose any of his heroes here in this final fight. But ToD ends up winning it. Yeah, pretty close game. ToD getting the expansion up very safely, delaying Protois' counter expansion. But yeah, Protois nevertheless getting it up, eventually getting up to Bad Riders eventually. But yeah, ToD just ended up trading favorably and ending up with a large Griffin army. And Protois, yeah, trying to go for the tech switch. I'm not sure if it's the best idea. Then again, I'm not sure if he would have been able to you know, just continue trading and holding his expansion with Bad Riders either. So yeah, who knows. At the end of the day, it is ToD who is winning. It is ToD who is up 2-0 and one map away from taking the series. And map number 3 will be Echo Isles.